I don't know why I have a biscuit, because I really don't want a biscuit. Okay, you guys, hopping right into this video. I am using some ground turkey. I do get my ground turkey from Sam's Club. I get the dual pack. So I'm going to use this whole pack, but I'm going to just reserve some for later for something else. I'm starting off by adding 2 eggs. These are 2 large eggs I'm adding to my meat, and then I'm going to season it up with some Italian breadcrumbs and also some seasonings. Now, when it comes to your seasonings, use whatever you want your meatballs to taste like. I use seasoning salt, garlic, some paprika, and some Italian seasoning of my choice for these meatballs. And now that I have all the seasoning in, I'm going to go ahead and add some oil because this is ground turkey. Now we know ground beef, or if you use the beef and pork mixture, makes its own oil. It has oil. I don't want this to dry out, so I added a little bit of oil to it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up until everything is nice and combined. And then I'm going to make meatballs. So I am just grabbing some and rolling them up. I recall my daughter saying, "Mama, these meatballs are so big." And I'm like, yeah, I didn't use the scooper. I have like a meatball smasher or a meatball maker or whatnot. I did not have time for that. I am on a 1-hour lunch break. And if we count the time for me to go up and down the stairs to get to my computer and log in, I'm on a 55-minute lunch break. Which I think that is robbery, but that's a whole nother story. They robbing me for time. So I'm just rolling these meatballs up. I added some oil to the bottom of the pan because I am going to toss these into the oven. Now, I do have another video where I made the same thing, but I made everything from scratch, except the noodles, of course. I will go ahead and link that video down below. So if you want to make your sauce from scratch, or you don't have sauce packets in your area, you can follow the video, and it tastes better. It honestly tastes better. So I have my oven on 375, and I put it in there for about 30 minutes until it got done. And you guys, I got this pack mix. Why y'all didn't tell me that it came with seasoning for the meatballs? I had no idea. It was like, oh, use this side for seasoning for the meatballs with some water and use the other side for the sauce mix. So whatever, we are just going to use the sauce mix side. And I just followed the directions on the packet. I added the 2 cups of milk, of course, with the powder mixture. And I am using my new whisk that I got from TT Shop to go ahead and mix everything up until it's nice and combined. So once it came to a simmer boil, now I am adding my meatballs back in to the pan because I removed them so I can make the sauce. So I was trying to use the same pan for everything. And so now I'm going to go ahead and add these meatballs back to the pan so that I can cover them, let them cook, boil over, simmer, get saucy, taste good, whatever. And the other pan I showed was me adding butter to a pan to heat up for these biscuits. I got this bag of biscuits from Sam's Club as well. So it shows to just bake them for about 20 minutes, and that's what I'm going to do. So I did 6, which was weird and unnecessary because it's only 3 of us here, and we are not going to eat 2 biscuits apiece. But I went ahead and put those in the oven and let those bake while I hooked up the rest of the meal. So I had a half a bag of egg noodles. Yes, I save everything, okay? Food is expensive. A half a bag of egg noodles to some boiling water and let that cook. Once it did cook, I decided to add the egg noodles right into the pan with the sauce mixture and the meatballs, so we can just Swedish meatball this up. So I'm going to give it a good mix, and then I am going to add some more seasoning because once I tried it, I smelled it, then I tried it. And you guys, I'll be having to smell my food, okay? I want to smell it and make sure it smells good. And it smelled good, but it smelled like it needed some seasonings. So I tried it and it tasted like it needed some seasonings. So I went in with some Cajun seasoning and some more Italian seasoning and a little bit of, very little bit of seasoning salt is what I added as well. So that way it just had more flavor, you know, we need that flavor. So that's why I added that. Oh, and I added some black pepper. I also added some black pepper and it just turned out so good, so delicious. This was different because we hadn't had Swedish meatballs in so long. And so we were excited to eat this meal this night. We do have leftovers. I'm going to take those meatballs along with the leftover turkey meat that I had. And I am going to make some baby shower food. I'm going to make baby shower food. And it's going to be good too. So let me know, you guys, how do you make your meatballs or your Swedish meatballs or even your baby shower food? Because that's what's next for us this weekend. How do you make yours? Do you make it from scratch? Do you use a sauce pack? What do you do? But this is the food. These are the biscuits. So very good. I'm gonna go ahead and eat, enjoy, and I will see y'all in my next video. Oh, these meatballs are so big. Turkey meatballs. So good. From scratch. Add whatever you want them in. I'm not even gonna eat that biscuit. I don't want bread. But I did link below a video on how to make Swedish meatballs from scratch. You making the turkey meatballs from scratch like I did today. Just other stuff. You making the sauce from scratch because it tastes so much better when you make the sauce from scratch. Like this packet is okay that I made, but I was on my lunch break, so I ain't had that much time. But the sauce from scratch is off the chain. So y'all go ahead and click that link down below while I go ahead and eat my food.